So in the midst of it, like the Apostle Paul said, redeeming our time, we need to reserve time for God. We need to use time in a way to worship God. And that call back to that center place, by the way, I agree with you, is getting not only lost because we're so busy and preoccupied and distracted, we're also getting lost in the narrative of everything that's being shoved down our throat, and we're losing our confidence in a God who is there for us. And when we press back into Him, James, I hear you saying, that's the kind of resistance that we need in this day and hour. This is what we need to do. In other words, when we resist the world, we open ourselves up to what you said, are opportunities that only God can provide, that we'll only see when we're near and dear to Him in the midst of the storm.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we really have to grapple with this because oftentimes, I've been engaged in conversations around, let's say, prayer. And, prayer becomes this, oh, I'll pray for you. And it can become a trite sort of, hey, I'm really sorry for what you're going through kind of saying. But I think true prayer is an activity that engages the world because it's engaging God. It's not about being passive. Prayer is an active move against the forces of darkness that we're looking at. It's a way of resisting. But oftentimes when we're faced with some of these urgent challenges and the problems of the day, prayer is not our go-to move. Prayer seems too passive. It seems like we're going to sneak away and just sort of sit in the corner and hope that all of this goes away. The reality is that prayer is us activating God. It's pleading with God to act in our midst, to strengthen us, to change the way the world is operating, to protect us. Whatever it is that we pray for, that's us pleading with God and participating with God to say, we know we need you. Any human effort that we exert without you is going to be wrongheaded. And so there's this sense in which I think we need to get back to basics in order to exercise Christian resistance. They're giving us the resources we need to recognize that God is active and present in the world around us, and that our response is not to the situations, but to Him. That, to me, is at the heart of Christian resistance.